Hello, and welcome to This Week in Gaming. My name is Yhorm, and I'll be covering some of what's happened this week in the games industry. I'll be trying to cover as many industry announcements, new releases, and other related updates I've come across. I am just one person who's just decided to do this for fun, as I'm really interested in the games industry and read about it all the time anyways. So I'll probably end up missing some things, but I'll definitely be trying to gather as much info as I can. I also apologize for any mispronunciations ahead of time. So with that out of the way, I'd like to get into it. Just at the beginning of this week, or slightly before, the Ark Survival Evolved servers were shut down finally, and they had also apparently announced that there will for sure be no Steam crossplay upon the Ark Ascended launch. Factorio will also be adding elevated trains, which I'm sure a lot of people will be looking forward to. V-Bucks is also getting another pricing bump sometime this month, which I believe the last bump was just this July. I'm not 100% sure on that though. Alien Trap has also announced that their new game Gunhead will release on November 8th. There is currently a demo available for this first-person shooter roguelite on Steam right now, and it does look pretty good. Iron Fist Alexander from Elden Ring is now available for pre-order as an Android through Good Smile. Apparently he also comes with a little Exalted Flesh accessory as a pre-order bonus while the supplies last. Muse Dash is also got an Hatsune Miku crossover as their latest collaboration. So if you have purchased just as planned, you'll have access to all the new content right away, which includes 10 collaboration songs, 1 new title screen, 4 new illustrations, and the Hatsune Miku playable character. If you don't have just as planned, you will be able to buy this as a separate DLC, or just get just as planned. Epic has also recently announced that they'll be laying off around 900 employees, which has also apparently included most of the Mediatonic team, who are known for their development of Fall Guys, so this has kind of left the status of the game a little up in the air, but I'm hoping it'll keep going for a while. Puny Human has also announced that they will be shutting down after 16 years of operation. They have cited unpaid fees from a previous client as the reason why, and they will be completely disbanded and shut down by the end of this year. Blizzard has announced Warcraft Rumble, their first new Warcraft game in a while, which is also mobile. It'll be released worldwide November 3rd, which is also the opening day of BlizzCon 2023. Shell has apparently partnered with a few creators to make a big oil propaganda level in Fortnite and across other social media sites. I haven't really paid too much attention because I don't really care that much. The games from Humble Choice have changed once again, so for this month's subscription we have the Quarry Deluxe Edition, the Dark Pictures Anthology House of Ashes, Metal Hellsinger, Rebel Inc. Escalation, Spirit of the Island, Lords and Villains, A Juggler's Tale, and Mr. Prepper. I'd say it's a pretty decent selection this month, but I might be a little biased because I'm especially looking forward to getting into the Quarry and House of Ashes. I really enjoyed the Man of Medan, which I played just a little while ago. While it still wasn't as good as Until Dawn, it still wasn't bad, so I'm excited to try out these ones as well. Starbreeze has also announced they'll be reworking the horrible experience and progression system in Payday 3. I personally haven't played it myself, but I've heard just absolutely horrible things about how the progression works right now. Which, I mean, I understand wanting to try something different, but I also feel like they have tried too many different things in too many different areas. I feel like there's a reason why Payday 2 is still so popular to this day, even after the release of Payday 3. Starbreeze has also announced they will be postponing the update that they had originally planned for October 5th to sometime in mid-October or late October. They will apparently be fixing over 200 bugs alone when this update drops, but I'm not too sure what else might be changing. I haven't looked too far into it yet. Telltale Games has also announced more layoffs, with a former dev saying that Telltale had laid off most of their team early September. Telltale claims that all current projects are still being developed, so I suppose we can only wait to see if that's true or not, because they are supposed to be making the Wolf Among Us 2. The former dev has also called attention to how important it is for unionization to start happening more in the games industry, which I'd have to agree with at this point, seeing as how bad this week has been in announcements of how many layoffs have happened. So continuing with the layoff news, Twitch has also announced more layoffs, marking the second round of layoffs for Twitch just this year. I just mentioned Twitch because, it's one of the biggest streaming platforms for games. Former devs of Dragon Age Dreadwolf are also suing BioWare due to a lack of proper severance after being laid off. Allegedly, BioWare was only willing to pay the laid off employees up to 2 weeks of severance instead of the 4 weeks, as has been more common with recent layoffs. BioWare also refuses to include health benefit values in the payout, farther shorting the devs that they've laid off. The 7 devs on the lawsuit have averaged 14 years of service at the company as well. Also related to Dreadwolf, but just Dreadwolf, the quality assurance staff have all been let go. Apparently, the 13 employees terminated are the first ever game staff to have also unionized in Canada. The problem here, though, is with Keyword Studios and not BioWare. The terminated employees have filed an employment standards complaint against the studio, seeking a better severance package. CD Projekt Red has also undergone a third wave of layoffs this year. The remaining staff have been trying to unite with other people in the games industry to start unionizing. They're apparently on good terms with the higher-ups at CDPR, but they just want to make sure that they're safe. Hopefully we start to see some better news coming up in the games industry in the next few weeks, too. That about covers what I've heard news-wise. Or what I really care about, I guess. So with all that done, I will just go over a little list of the dates and some of the games that look more interesting and are more anticipated for have released this week, and DLCs, so that we can end on a bit of a lighter note. So starting with October 1st, there was a game, Sunlight Scream. October 2nd, we have Nuwa and In His Time. October 3rd, we had Battle Shapers, Disgaea 7, and the Lamplighters League. October 4th, we had the Cassette Beasts Peer of the Unknown DLC, Thief Simulator 2, and the Fabulous Fear Machine. October 5th, we had Assassin's Creed Mirage, Placid Plastic Duck Simulator, So Many Ducks DLC, Bang on Balls Chronicles, Ooblets, Wargroove 2, and My Little Universe. October 6th, we had Midnight Girl and Freaky Trip. And that's about all I've seen so far. So we'll see you next time.